you know, because you already know later on in the game you're going to be throwing away like hundreds of thousands of souls like it's nothing, you know. You'll still see in forums people be like, oh yeah, man, I farmed 10,000 souls in World 1, man, I'm awesome. And people are like, why'd you bother doing that? It's a waste of your time. And they're like, what are you talking about, man? I got the like soul level 30. And it's like, dude, that's not, you don't have to worry about that. And that's what this guy's here to show you, that, the game's a lot easier than it appears. There are a lot of, like, I will actually admit, it's almost a bad thing the way the game's designed in that there's 101 things that will make the game so much easier that can be so overlooked, and that's not exactly good. Like, if I choose to do it, the Blue Blood Sword, you can get that extremely easy. And the Blue Blood Sword makes single player a joke. Oh my god. Any experienced player can just take that weapon and just, pretty much beat the whole game, no problem. And it's only because you knew how to get it. I'm just gonna circle him. Just circle him. And kill him. I love that attack. I missed completely. Oh, that's the best way to kill somebody. And I'm not even going to bother, you can actually be really sneaky in this level and get all the items that the dragons are guarding. I used to do that all the time on many characters. It's like, oh, I'm going to get all the items that the dragons are, guarding in this level. And then I will, use that to my advantage early on. It's really not a big deal. You can actually just kill the red dragon in 1-2, which I will show how to do later, and it's really easy. And then you can go back here and just, get all the items, because the blue dragon's not that big of a problem when it comes to that area. So I will show how to do that later, because there are some useful items there, such as the purple flame shield, which is just great. It's a great, great, great shield. Although at this point, you probably don't want to use it just yet, because it takes a lot of strength, and it has it's very heavy. The steel shield in 2-1 is almost as good, pretty much, like, I think the only difference is it has less flame resistance, but it weighs less, so it's, it's great for our purposes right now. And I remember reading guides at the beginning that would say, oh, did I just get a rare drop from him? A guillotine axe? Ooh, look at that. Not even, just get a rare drop that I won't ever use. But yeah, I remember reading guides that would say, yeah, get the, save up souls and buy a heater shield early on. They'll make things so much easier. It's like, why do that when you can get a better shield one level away and it's really easy to get? It's like, why would you do, it's a lot, even experienced players from when the game first came out were making things harder than they had to be. Really, the game is not nearly as hard as people think. Like reviews from this game, they say that the game's good, but I think they were actually hurting the sales for this game, because they would go on and on about, how this is the hardest game ever, and, unless you're a hardcore gamer, don't even try it, and it's not that bad at all. Those reviews, I feel, are really misleading, because they would literally go on and on, like, if you're not a hard gamer, you should probably just pass this up. You'll play the first level, get frustrated, and then, give up and all this. So it's like, come on. It's like, yeah, is the game challenging? Yes. I'm not trying to say the game's easy. It's definitely challenging, but it's not that hard. Not as hard as people think. Like, I'll admit, that dragon will probably kill you if you're new to the game, but, once you know he's there, once you know to just be patient, it's a breeze. You just walk by. Now you just walk by. I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing anything like, you have to be a god of gamers to do. I'm just walking across the bridge, And now a little trick. Once you activate this, and I hate when people put messages on things you have to use. It's like, if I'm pressing X there, I probably know I'm supposed to use that lever, But yeah, if I didn't do anything that required any amazing gaming skill to just beat this area. I just, I killed like one guy, waited for the dragon to do his thing, ran across, It wasn't like, I did some ridiculous strategy that took me a year to devise. Now, is he coming back to kill me? No, he's landing. See, I'm okay. For a second there, I will admit I got scared. I'm like, why do I hear his wings flapping? Am I about to die? Would have been pretty depressing. And I will admit there are still things that are legitimately difficult, you know, that in this game that I still have trouble with from time to time. It's one of these, this is one boss that a lot of experienced players tell me that, like, yeah, I had a lot of trouble with him when I first started, but now he's a breeze, and I don't know why I still have so much trouble with him sometimes. Man-eater. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe I just have the worst luck. I will just be fighting him, and it will be going all well. I'll kill one, and I'll be preparing to kill the other one, and then, like, I'll just get hit at this obscene angle, go sliding, and just barely fall off a ledge and die. Have to do it all over again. I'm like, God, really? And then I get frustrated, and I try to rush it, and it makes it worse. And yes, I know about the arrow trick through the fog. I'll probably explain that, how that makes them way easier. Way easier. These guys give me some trouble. Oh, you throwing fire bombs at me, think you're cool. Took a ton of damage there, that was horrible. But really, I'm already accumulating so much grass, you know, which is a good thing. You gotta save it as much as you can for levels that, you know, you might actually have trouble on. Wow, what was I thinking? I love that R2. It's actually a crescent. It has a ton of range. I'm probably going to get hit by that guy. No. And to get past these guys, rolling will push them aside, and you get your free hits on their weak side. Simple. We're almost done with 1-1 here. Spin attack. Just run right by him. You know, maybe I will do the Blue Blood Sword on this run through, because it really is a very good weapon for beginners in that it's very versatile. You can use it in a shield for single player, you can two-hand it for PvP, you can enchant it, you can do so much with it. It's a really good weapon overall. It's, you know, although it's probably not the best if you're trying to, you know, tweak your stats and stuff perfectly, because you have to have very specific requirements to use it, and if you're a new player that won't allow you to learn a lot about that, but not a big deal, I don't think. Now I'm just going to equip some fire bombs and some turpentine just in case, and we'll see that this is a very easy boss. I doubt anyone even watching this has any trouble with him. He's not hard at all. Nice little trick is you can throw fire bombs from far away as long as you aim the camera upwards, and that will stun them, let you get in close. And look at that, we've already killed dozens. Let's throw some more, why not, right? I'm just gonna keep doing it. You know, smack. You know, I'm a pro because I can hit the swear button. Hardest game ever, right? I will admit, I'm pretty sure I, thought, when I first fought this boss, I was like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's all I could think. Like, this is crazy. I gotta fight a dozen of these things. Oh my god. Spin slash. Just gonna kill all these little guys. Why not, right? Yes. And that's all there is to it. He's not difficult in the slightest. And again, I don't think there's anyone watching this that actually thinks he's a difficult boss. Most people, I think even new players know, you can pretty much, just do whatever you want to him. He's pretty much designed to be, an easy Demon Souls boss. You won't find many of those. Actually, you will. There's quite a few easy Demon Souls bosses. Some people just don't realize that there's, very easy ways to make them very easy. Like Fool's Idol, if you have anti-magic field, she becomes a joke. Simple stuff like that. Now we gotta talk to Monumental, and we'll level up a bit. And there are some goodies in the Nexus. You can get some Emperor Eyes and stuff like that, but I'm not going to bother because it's really not a big deal. And I'll probably be playing in soul form a lot, although we did originally say I might be doing a no-death challenge. We'll see what happens. If I die, I'm just going to